Levels.
Levels.
Lavale.
Levels.
Wingardium Levels.
Levels.
Beautiful. Yeah.
No, Harry
Are
Potter.
we good on levels? I think we're good on levels, aren't we?
Yeah, I think in the context of levels, I think we're
I don't feel
doing
like I was
okay.
helpful at all during checking levels by not talking normally. By doing my man trapped in hole voice.
Can we do
Good voice.
just for the verticals? Can we all do a cascading down and then raise up? So if I went like this, and then it's Steaky, and then it's Dee, and then it's Rich. So if I went like this,
So you're going to do this.
yeah. I guess
So
we
it's
got to make a
you-
noise before to cue the next person.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Can I-
who
can I
wants
do
the
it?
So
order?
show us again, Jeb, specifically what it is you want us to do.
That.
Okay.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I see the vision.
Yes.
Having seen you both do it, I get it. Right.
Okay.
And what's the order you'd like us to do this in?
All right. All in position. Thank you.
What order are we going in?
Whoa!
Dee went too early.
What order are we going in?
Me, then Steaky, then Dee, then Rich.
This is why I said it 4 times.
Hello there, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Football Manager Therapy. I am your host, Rich Owens, and joining me, I'm very excited to be able to say this for the first time in a very, very long time, the full FM team is back. D-Boy is here, Jeb is here, and it's the inevitable return of Steaky Bakety. Steaky, hello, friend. How are you?
Hello, man. I'm great. I don't think it was that inevitable. I think lots of people thought I'd never come back ever again. And they were really upset to hear that I'm back. So, hi, I'm back. Hey.
I was terrified you were never coming back. I hope he's going to be home soon.
Well, HM Revenue and Customs do now know that we're two different people, as you were mentioning the other day. So,
We've already done my tax return, so what are they going to do?
yeah,
Got them.
we're here now. New financial year. What are they going to do?
Joke's on them. Steaky, how are you finding...
Steaks brought back some really entertaining content there.
Throwback.
Remember to do your taxes,
Here's some
kids.
HMRC tax talk. Great.
That's what I'm here for. I bring the mundane to the podcast. That's what we all want.
On this week's podcast, pensions. Have you consolidated yours? It's really hard to do. Steaky, how are you finding releasing 26 songs in 2026?
Yeah, it's been going well so far. My first one was released the other day, like over 1,000 plays on Spotify now. Pretty good. I'm so good at guitar. Like, it's just unreal. It's unreal.
I've heard good things about it. D, Steaky stealing your bit. He's also releasing 26 songs in 2026. How do you feel about that?
I'm so proud of him for doing it because he's really lovely and talented, and I've missed his face, and he could have said anything, and I would have been fine with it.
When you say you've missed his face, are there no mirrors in your house?
It's not the same. It's just not good enough. When I look in the mirror, it's not Steaky, and it makes me sad.
Well, he's here now. You can look at
He's
him and
here now.
observe him. He's here now. That's what counts.
I'm not going to take my eyes off him the whole episode.
God.
It's intense. It's intense, but I like it. Jeb, how are you? It's lovely to see you.
Oh, you just speak to me now. You speak to the person blessed with hair. I see how it is. Just a bit of hair racism again. I've put up with this. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm all right.
Good.
You all right?
What was that? That was an unnecessary dig.
Oh, look at me with my hair and my beard. Oh,
If you
absolutely
know,
the same.
I
It's all
have
the same
plenty
colour.
of hair. It's just all here.
Now we're talking. Now we're
A lot of
podcasting.
shin hair.
Yes. Hirsute gentlemen. All of us. All three. Four of us.
We are
Good maths.
separate people. It's really not that difficult.
No, I just forgot how many of us there were. I can see us, but I'd also forgotten counting. Lads, it's lovely to all be back together again. And I thought, what better way than to celebrate this monumentous occasion by doing something, or forcing you to do something that Jeb's had to do twice before, I've done twice before. Actually, Steaky and Dee, I believe this may well be your first rodeo. Because we haven't done this for ages, but I thought, let's bring it back. Let's do Ledley Kings League 3. Electric
Return
Boogaloo.
of the King.
Should have thought this through really before we said it, shouldn't we? Return of the Boogaloo. No, Return of, for new listeners, for people who haven't heard one of these wonderful episodes before, this was inspired by the Kings League over in Spain. All those years, about 3 years ago. They started a pub league, didn't they? They just started a pub league over in Spain. I've stolen it as a format. What we are going to do today is we are each going to pick our own Ledley Kings League teams. It's a 5-a-side team, 4 outfield players and a goalkeeper. This time we've done La Liga, we have done Serie A. We're going to stick a bit close to home this week, fellas. We're going Premier League. What I would like you to each do, and we're going to do it in a snake format, a la an FM draft, is we are going to draft a 5-man, 5-a-side team, 4 outfield players and a goalkeeper. Here are the rules. Play along at home if you would like to. Your team must consist of 2 current Premier League players, 2 former Premier League players. These could be players who are still active somewhere or have since retired after leaving the Premier League, and 1 wild card. And that can be absolutely anybody, anything ever. Last time we did this, Callum picked a mammoth to go in goal, and everyone was really happy about it. So there's the level. There's the theme. We need to pick it out order in which to draft, though. We do need to pick an order in which to draft. You'll have to believe me, and you might
We
see
go
it
by
if you
most
watch it.
hair.
We could go by most hair. Neck down or neck up?
You're going to have to get naked to prove this.
Yes, we are. This
This
is
is where I
podcasting.
reveal that this isn't a jumper. And this is just me.
Oh, I've shared an Airbnb with you. I've seen you knit yourself garments of a morning using your body hair, and it's beautiful. He's a beautiful weaver and guitarist. You can't see. You might see it in the reflection of my glasses for the people watching on YouTube. I've got a spinny wheel. It's all set up and everything. I didn't want to put
You
it
okay,
on the
Dee?
screen in case it traumatized Dee.
Yeah.
You going to be okay?
I'll think I'll be fine.
Are you going to be okay?
Can I go and get a comfort toy just in case? Just to cuddle while we go through this, just in case.
It's okay. There are no channel point respins. Whatever happens, happens, Dee. We're gonna rinse through this. The first hour of the podcast is just a spinning wheel, and then maybe some podcast afterwards. Right, here we go. This is the order of the draft. Are we ready, gentlemen? Mm-hmm. I'm going to press the button and hope it. I'm going to mute it just in case it makes horrible noise in the background. Nobody needs to hear that. Right. To draft first, the wheel has just ticked over onto. Oh, let's make it all about hair. It's Jebbaroo.
Jebbit.
Damn right. Yeah, exactly. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Are you doing the other order, or do you want me to pick a player?
Baldest.
No, we're going to pick the order, and then we'll start picking. Oh no, hold on. Oh, it's a good job. It's not on the screen because I've done it wrong. I haven't. It's fine. I just didn't have remove the names, but it's okay. I didn't have to click remove names because second, it's landed on me. Hooray!
Oh, how convenient.
This is going to go in order of hair,
Second
isn't it?
most hair. Whoever's
This is-
next
this-
has a
this is what you're
shiny, hairless bum.
I was going to say that you're going to take your shirt off and reveal like a full merkin.
I mean, in third place, it is D-Boy Plays, which means Steaky. But Steaky, that does mean you get the double pick when it reaches you.
Oh yay. More of me
yay.
talking. Yay.
Loads of Steaky. That's why we did it this way, because we've all missed you so much and we wanted to hear you talking about your players for long periods of time. The order in which you pick your players, you can pick any. You can go outfield first, you can go goalkeeper first. If you want to drop your wild card early, you are more than welcome to. And then what we're going to do at the end of the episode, like we did last few times we've done it, there will be polls on Twitter and on our socials, and you, the audience, are going to vote for who you think has drafted the best five-a-side Ledley Kings League team. Jeb, lead us off, buddy. Who is the first person on your team sheet?
First person on my team sheet is... I just need to find my list. Because I do remember it.
And who does he play for?
I've closed all those tabs. That helps, doesn't it? Anyway, it's quite... I think I'll just go for the really simple one. Rich.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? You good?
Hi, friend.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So if I was to go like this... You know who this is? WWE wrestler. Walks. Massive.
Oh, Obafemi.
Yeah, that's it. Obafemi. Michael Obafemi plays for Burnley. He's a striker. Yeah, really good. Now, Obafemi, I've been reliably informed, is actually named after Obafemi Martins. Not Michael Obafemi, but Obafemi is named after Obafemi Martins because the people who used to work on the pod know somebody else to know. But yeah, so that's a little known fact. Obafemi is a striker. He plays in the Bundesliga currently, but he's on loan from Burnley, so he is a current player. I will not accept any different way. He's a current player. He's not been anywhere else either. But yes, he is my pick. So he's my striker. He's not very similar to the massive beast that is Obafemi. That's all I would say. And that's all I'm going to go with. And I'll speak to you on the next go.
Love it. Absolutely love it. I like what you've done there, by the way. I really do enjoy what you've done there. It took me a second. I wasn't sure what the mime was initially, but the clue got me there. Oh, I like that.
I was trying to remember what his theme tune was, but I can't remember. It's something fun. It's actually a popular dance on TikTok, isn't it? People are doing it. So
do people do the dance?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dee should know. Dee's massive on TikTok now.
I don't have the numbers. I'm just fat.
Oh, stupendous. And you're beautiful.
Cool, that'll be our TikTok this week. Thanks,
There
Dee.
it is. So it's nice when it happens organically, isn't it? It's lovely when it happens organically. Right, me next. And I'm just going to be a horrible rat. Sorry, everybody. I'm already sensing a theme from Jeb. I've not gone for a theme. I want to win, so I've picked some good players. Soz boys. I'm having Erling Haaland because he's really good at football. He is, some might say, aggressively good at football. And I want that in my team. I want aggressively good footballers because I want to win. He's only played for Manchester City as well, which helps enormously in terms of the other players it opens it up to pick for me. So one club ticked off, one player ticked off.
He's not that good though. He couldn't score against Exeter, could he? So
No, yeah.
True.
Yeah, very true.
I mean, if he'd wanted to. I mean, he felt sorry for them.
I'm sure he did want to, but he didn't.
No, he didn't, yeah.
Well, and I think that'll haunt him forever, won't it? Well, if that's your attitude, Les, I've done you a favour by taking him away from you. You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. D-Balls, who's the first person on your team sheet, please and thank you?
Well, I do have a theme for my team. And you said to assemble a team. And
I did.
There's a different format. There's a different thing that I have in my life in which teams are formed, created, groups are created. Dungeons and Dragons. And I've tried to create a football team which represents different classes in D&D because I'm a nerd who likes football. One of the most popular classes that you can pick in Dungeons and Dragons is a barbarian, which is basically your warrior, your fighter, your big man, give him a weapon, strong, will, deal out the big hits, will hold things together. Almost like the captain of your squad as well. So I thought I want like a big leader, big strong man. So my first choice, I'm going for Virgil van Dijk, who is obviously one of the Premier League's best. An absolute unit. He's played for Liverpool, Southampton, so I've lost a couple of teams, but that's fine. I'm not going to be picking any of the Southampton players, Steaky.
Good.
Yeah. And this
Get that
one...
name out of this podcast right now.
Sorry, boss. Sorry, boss. But yes, I've gone for Big Verge, my captain, my barbarian, my warrior.
Love it. Love it. I say love it. Before we started recording, an exciting look behind the podcasting curtain for everybody, I had the audacity to say, because the pool is so big, because there have been so many great Premier League players over the years, it's so unlikely any of us are going to have picked the same ones. I have just deleted Virgil van Dijk off my list of players, so thank you very much indeed. Rat. Oh, lovely. Lovely stuff. Again, I'm a big fan of your theme. Big fan of your theme. Excited to see where it's going. Steakity Bakety, that leaves you with a double pick. Who are your first two players?
Oh, a double pick. First round. Always my favourite position in the draft if we're ever doing Football Manager drafts. So let's start with a Football Manager draft pick from 2023. I actually loaded up FM23 in order to find out the attributes of this guy, because I wanted someone in defence who was going to be quick to deal with Erling Haaland, tall, physically good, left-footed. Predominantly needs to be left-footed because my midfielder is going to drop back into the defence. Heads up, I'm playing a 1-1-1-1 formation. One defender, one holding midfielder, one attacking midfielder, one striker. And then they can all move laterally, and that's how it'll work, definitely. So my player is one of my favourite picks on FM Draft, and it's going to be Mickey van der Ven, because he just ticks every single box, really. 14 pace and 17 pace and 14 acceleration on Football Manager, but he also set the record for the fastest ever run in the Premier League at one point. So he's pretty quick. He's quicker than Haaland. He's the only player that's quicker than Haaland because he beat Haaland's record to get there. So that's how I'm dealing with you, Rich. So yeah, Mickey van der Ven. So I've ticked off Tottenham, and that's it.
Bear with me just a second, Stacey, while I delete Vicky van der Ven off my list as well. Thank you very much.
Love that. Maybe you'll delete this next player as well then, because obviously it's my double pick. And it being this weekend, the second weekend in January, it is FA Cup third round weekend this weekend. And my team played Arsenal today, the current Premier League leaders, and we got absolutely battered. And unfortunately for me, that brought back some very sad memories, because in 2004, when I was just starting out watching football, Pompey drew Arsenal then. We'd just been promoted to the Premier League. It was like the second year I'd liked football, and I'd just watched my team obliterate the Championship for a full season. So I didn't really know what it was like to lose. We then came up against Arsenal. This is Invincibles Arsenal. And they demolished us. They absolutely battered us. And at that time, I really enjoyed watching Arsenal. So it was the first time I got to watch my team on telly, because we didn't have Sky or the cables or anything like that back then. And BBC was the only place to watch anything, and I wasn't allowed to stay up for Match of the Day because I was 9. So I didn't get to see football very often. But when I did, I liked to watch Arsenal. And they came to Fratton Park and they battered us 5-1. And there was one man on that day that lives forever in my heart, because after 57 minutes or 63 minutes or whatever, we were 5-0 down. And I took myself upstairs very angrily to go and cry, because I didn't know what it was like to lose. Never seen my team lose. I was very sad. And then my dad came upstairs. He goes, "Come on, this football match is still going on." He took me downstairs. And I came down just in time to see Teddy Sheringham score late on to make it 5-1. That's not who I've picked, by the way. Thank God.
Great story.
As the game was ending, the Pompey fans started cheering the name of a certain man, because he had been unbelievable. He scored 2 goals, and I think he'd set one up as well. And he was doing things like keepy uppies, running down the touchline, flicking it over players and things like that. He's just an unbelievable footballer, and he is my pick. And it's going to be Thierry Henry. I love that man. He is probably my favourite Premier League player of all time. And he put on a Portsmouth shirt that day and came over to our fans and applauded our fans directly. And that was a nice little moment for Pompey are quite a small club, even though we were in the Prem at that time. It was quite a nice moment that a global superstar like Thierry Henry would come and give us a round of applause and wear our shirt and tap the badge a little bit and applaud. It was very nice of him. And yeah, Thierry Henry, be that.
It's incredible. Like a challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really, can you? I mean, what a man. At that time, 9-year-old Steaky, he's wearing the shirt. He's ours now. He's not allowed to put the other one back on. That's how it works. If you trick a player into wearing your club's shirt, they then play for you. That's how it works.
He did nearly sign for Portsmouth at one point, but Barcelona bidded more than we did, so went to Barcelona instead.
Classic Barcelona. Classic Barca. So you've got Mickey van der Ven.
Just make that up.
No. He genuinely, I think it was Redknapp, might have bidded on him. It wasn't a lot of money. It was, when Arsene Wenger bidded £1 extra to try and get that transfer fee, and everyone went, oh, well, that's going to convince him. I think it was a little bit like that.
He was still kind of at the peak of his career.
Pompey were good at that point. We'd just won the FA Cup. Not that good, obviously. But no, I say nearly signed. We put in a bid. There we go.
If you are listening to the audio version of this podcast, please go on YouTube and watch this bit back just to see Jeb's expression. It's beautiful. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I love that. I'm going to say, I might try and flex my Football Manager knowledge, which is limited. I think Mickey van der Ven this year, I want to say, has got something ridiculous like 19 or 20 in either pace or acceleration, possibly both. They've decided he's really, really fast at running.
Yeah.
Which is why I had him as one of my backups, and he's gone as well.
Tee-hee.
Tee-hee. You swine. Dee, the next member of your party, if you will.
Well, you did also say try and do better than Thierry Henry, and I would agree that is a very, very hard person to try and beat. Thierry Henry is also my favourite Premier League player of all time. Another important class. Well, yeah, of obvious reasons. Yeah, we both look basically like him, so it's fine. Another important class in D&D is the Ranger, who is good across all terrains. Good with all weapons, pretty versatile. But like
Nile Ranger.
He's going to be Nile Ranger. That's what I'm
Ranger.
Great pick, cheers, Dee. Right, my second pick.
I'm picking the next best thing. Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri.
Nile Ranger.
Nile Ranger never won the Ballon d'Or.
No, but Rodri did, and that's why I'm picking him, because he's incredible and can do everything. Basically.
He is frustratingly good, isn't he? Like he doesn't look like the kind of player. He doesn't look like a Ballon d'Or winner in terms of like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? Like but when you actually watch him play football, you go, "Oh yeah, actually."
Well, you could see it when he had that injury for City and then missed a bunch. You could see the difference in their performances just by not having him around. But yeah, he's important player in my team. So I've got my Barbarian and I've got my Ranger. So we'll see what happens next.
There you go. It's good. It's good. Two good solid picks. I like that. I like both of those picks. I'm torn now because 2 of the 3 centre backs that I've written down have gone very, very quickly. This isn't. You know what? I'm going to gamble. I'm going to leave the centre back that I've chosen in. And I'm going to go. I've gone one present player. I'm going to go for a former Premier League player for my second player. Somebody who knows a lot about winning Premier League trophies. In some more bizarre circumstances than others. My only midfielder. I only need one because he does the job of 3. I'm going N'Golo Kante because he's wonderful. And in the same way that Rodri is just phenomenal at everything, N'Golo Kante just does what he does incredibly well. Like he can either play as part of a midfield 2, he can sit in front of a defence, and he will just run, and he will run, and he will run, and he will run. And I absolutely love that. I think he's a wonderful footballer. Apparently quite a nice human being as well, and that gets bonus points in my head for quality people on my team. N'Golo Kante the only man in my midfield. There he is. Look at him go. And that ticks off only 2 clubs as well, Leicester and Chelsea. So I've only ticked off 3 on my list so far. So I'm feeling quite smug about that. There you go. Haaland and Kante. What a duo. Jeb,
Hello.
your
How are
second
you?
and third players? I'm very, very well. Are you
Oh,
angry
that's
that
good.
Dee picked Nile Ranger as well?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I am very angry.
Yeah.
So you play 5-a-side. And you basically want somebody who can play in defence, but then can come forward and absolutely smash one into the back of the net. So I've ticked off a lot of clubs here. I didn't realise how many I've ticked off. It doesn't cross over into any of us. I checked anyway. So I've got Blackburn, Blackpool, Middlesbrough, Sheffield United, Derby, Leeds, Cardiff, Forest. Did you go anywhere else? And Aston Villa. He only scored 5 goals for Aston Villa, but every single one of them was from like 35 yards out. And I picked him because I knew nobody else would pick him either. And also, I'm not boldest. How dare you, Dee? How dare you? Because I am picking Alan Wright. That's who I'm picking. He is going to play at the back for me, and he's going to smash them in every single time. There you go. That's my second pick.
Okay.
If you're not sure, go look up Alan Wright and look up goal. I think it's Tottenham and Middlesbrough. Basically, from 35 yards, he just goes, I'm just going to hit this. And he just goes straight to the top corner. Unbelievable goals. That's why I picked him. Anyway, next one is a winger. Talented. I didn't actually know until today. He actually started his professional career at Birmingham. He's Portuguese. Jose Dominguez. He played for Tottenham for 3 seasons. Very good, very tricky little winger. Just mix it up in the midfield. Do a bit of skills, move it around a bit. Something a little bit different.
Okay.
There you go. My 2 picks.
I'm trying to work out your theme here.
I'm also trying to work out Jeb's theme in the background here.
It's like a puzzle.
So we've had a wrestling reference. We've had a bold centre-back who can score from 35 yards. And
Left back. How dare you?
Sorry, left back. I do apologise. And a Portuguese winger that began their career at Birmingham.
I think he's also he's the assistant coach of Man United under 21. So it's all right.
Huh.
So it's practically Darren Fletcher. So yeah.
Is
The manager
he also-
soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's his turn. Has he also got 2 sons that you can't wait to play?
Oh no, he's actually the interim assistant coach at Man United. So just read it a little bit further. There you go. So yeah, he's doing a bit of both. So yeah,
There
he
you
might
go.
have sons. Who knows?
Well, we'll find out because they'll be starting for United next week if he does. Okay. I'm going to get there. I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm relying on Dee and Steaky to figure this out because I'm in no man's land here. I've got absolutely nothing. My third player on my team, I've got big tall Viking up top. I've got hard-working, industrious midfielder. Both of these players put in the hard yards on the pitch every week. I think it's fair to say. They do all the running. I'm trying to keep that theme going. Hard-working, industrious, grafting for the team. None of these are phrases that would describe my third player, because for my third player, I have gone for another one-club Premier League man, former Premier League player, now retired, the opposite, the yin to Haaland's yang, because, and, you know, in terms of personality, they're bipolar opposite of N'Golo Kante as well. I've gone for Zlatan Ibrahimovic, because he's just going to dribble past people. He's going to kick the ball far too hard inside the penalty box in 5-a-side, which everyone knows is illegal, and he's going to shrug if you try and tell him otherwise. And I want a bit of bad boy in my team. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Kante's too nice, and Haaland, he drinks raw milk. He's not too rude. He drinks raw milk and he loves it. So Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he's going to do loads and loads of tricks. He's going to score about 1 million goals. And he might maybe track back a little bit because he's really old and his legs have gone. I don't know. But I like Zlatan. I do like him. He's very, very good. So that's me third. Haaland, Kante, Zlatan. Not a bad first 3, if I do say so myself. D, who's joining your party, my friend?
Well, as we say, we've got the Barbarian, Big Verge. We've got our Ranger, Rodri. Another classic class that a lot of people pick in D&D is it's called the Rogue, who is like your stealthy character. But typically, everybody who plays a rogue tends to be a bit of a joker, bit of a wild card in the Charlie Day, Always Sunny sort of sense, but always kind of the joker of the pack, the funny person. So I decided I'm going to pick someone who I think definitely presented himself as just a funny person within the Premier League. I've got a former player that I've gone for, and I've gone for everyone's favourite, Jimmy Bullard.
Yes.
I was really hoping you were going to say Ray Parlour.
Sorry. We've gone for Jimmy Bullard. Wigan, Fulham, Hull, obviously his former Premier League teams, but bit of a joker, bit of a character, but also you could say he's always stealthy because he was kind of sneakily a pretty good player as well. You know, he did have moments where he could do some pretty good things, and I'm sure we've all seen the various Soccer AM clips that he did when he was part of the hosting team, and he looks quite good at football. So I've gone for Jimmy Bullard as my next party member.
So I like that. See, if they just stick a wheelie bin up in the top corner of each goal, he's going to be absolutely set.
He's going to have a field day.
I like Jimmy Bullard. I like it, and I like that pick as well. That's good. That's a nice little third pick you've had yourself there. Solid party, and I'd like to play D&D with all these people as well. I think you'd have a great time.
The weirdest night ever.
What's going on with this dice? It's got too many sides. That's what Jimmy Bullard would say. 'Cause it's like that. Exactly. So it gives everyone the Phil Brown finger.
Yeah.
One of the best Premier League moments of all time, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up there. It's definitely up there. Steaky, 3 and 4 from you, my friend. What have you got for us?
Let's go with central midfield then. And for this position, I need 4 things. I need energy / stamina, running around. I need physicality. I need bravery. And most importantly, I need fear factor. Because we've got to compete with Rodri and Kante here and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And to a lesser extent, Jimmy Bullard. So we've got to put some fear into the eyes of these players. I want to dominate the midfield. I need them to do everything. I need them to be everywhere, non-stop running. I want them to communicate really loudly. I want them to be winning every single duel and not caring who they go through to get the ball. I think they'll have to be captain because I can't see anyone really controlling this player. I think once he's let off the leash, there's absolutely no stopping him. He's versatile too. Not only does he entertain, but he also has a #1 track as well. Much like D-Boy Plays, if you listen to Avalanche.
A lot more, please.
It's not John Barnes, though, by the way. It is, in fact, the mighty. And there's no way any of you are beating this guy. It's only blooming Mr. Blobby. I'm whacking out the wild card. And running my midfield is the Blobmeister himself. Mostly because I'm so terrified of him, I didn't want any of you guys to pick him because I'd be too scared. So at least if he's on my team, no one else can have him. And obviously he was all on your wildcard list, so you can cross him off now.
Not going to lie, he was a backup wildcard for me at one point.
I thought he might be. I thought he might be. But yeah, tell me you're going to try and tackle Blobby. Which one of your players, maybe Zlatan actually, is going to tackle Blobby? Like, you're just going to leave the ball and run off back down the tunnel. Like, all you have to do is listen to him breathe. What a terrifying, terrifying individual. The only drawback is I do have to have Noel Edmonds as my assistant manager, which, because no one else is controlling Blobby. So that's the disadvantage. So Blobby is my 4th pick in central midfield.
Harrowing.
Really, yeah.
Genuinely terrifying. And how does Noel Edmonds control Mr. Blobby? Has he got some kind of like orb?
He puts him back in his Pokeball, and he only brings him out every now and again, and he puts him away, and then we're all safe.
You are aware that Noel Edmonds and Mr. Blobby destroyed the tourist industry in Morecambe. Are you aware of this? No?
I am not aware of this.
You know this.
Well, there you go.
Well,
Unbelievable.
unlucky
Comes back.
Morecambe.
It was already destroyed, but he just destroyed it more.
It's because of Mr. Blobby's destructive tendencies.
No, it's for some reason Morecambe agreed to have a crinkly bottom theme park. Exactly. Went really well.
What are we going to do?
I know,
I've
exactly.
got an idea.
And it never took off.
No, it didn't, yeah, exactly. It didn't follow it.
In Morecambe, they are Mr. Blobby and Noel Edmonds are referred to as the millionth straw that broke the already broken camel's back. So,
It's just, yeah, no, I'm just trying
That
to
camel's gonna be
I'm putting
fine.
it, like, we're going off in tangents here. There we are. We're in Tangent
Good.
City again. But the equivalent would be if they did like a Michael McIntyre's The Wheel theme park in, I don't know, Bedford. Like,
I'd go. I would
Yeah,
100.
they definitely have one good ride. The wheel. The wheel.
That is it.
Well, you know how it is. You know,
you
go
don't
to-
even
go
go
to a
that
theme
fast.
park. Go to a theme
Family
park.
right.
You go to go on the
Don't go too
wheel.
scary.
Yeah. You're going to go on the wheel, and then you go on the wheel, and then you go on the wheel. It's
Oh, yeah, oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
That's every Michael McIntyre joke, by the way, just in case anybody's wondering. If everyone's like, who is he? He just says the thing over and over again. That's his bit, and I'm furious I didn't think of it first.
He says it while
Steak.
wobbling his head, so
Ooh,
and his
went on
hair.
the wheel. Yeah, back and forth across the stage.
I've
Steak,
got a second pick now, don't I? Yeah.
how are you going to top Mr. Blobby, and which tourist industry has this player ruined?
I'm just going to go easy this time. I need to pick a goalkeeper. And I am going to go for the only really obvious pick that everyone could have predicted I was going to pick at the start of this draft, and that is David James. He is going to be
clash with every team possible ever.
except for the ones I've chosen. Although maybe my last pick is a controversial one. That we'll see when we get to it. But yes, he removes Liverpool, Aston Villa, West Ham, Man City, Portsmouth, and Watford. It's a lot of teams, but they don't clash with Thierry Henry or Mr. Blobby or Mickey van der Ven, so it's
Most
fine.
keenly, they don't clash with Blobby's
Yes.
his career path.
His stint at Aston Villa was
Rich.
ridiculous.
Rich. What if
Yeah, go on.
What if your said celebrity is on a show and their footballer has been on that show? So let's say David James went on Noel's house party. Is that making null and void?
Did David James go on Noel's house party?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I might do
It
some
seems
googling
like the
while
kind
I'll
of
do
thing he would
Sanders'
have
next pick. Yeah.
I'm going to allow it until somebody listening to this sends me a clip of David James featuring on some kind of. No, it's got to be Noel's house party because there has to be Blobby crossover. It can't be like It can't be like Deal or No Deal. Yeah, if you can find footage of David James on Noel's house party, Steaky is disqualified posthumously. I think that's.
I will accept that ruling.
That's fair.
yeah.
I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's in the FA handbook. So
Yep.
yeah. I think it stands. I genuinely think it stands. Okay, so Mr. Blobby and David James. Fantastic. I had, when I was growing up, I had a They Think It's All Over annual one year. I assume they only ever made one. And in it was a They Think It's All Over style football quiz. And one of the questions in it, they were all multiple choice. And I remember at the time just reading it thinking, this is the greatest joke I've ever heard in my life. And it was David James. It was after he kind of inherited the Calamity Dave nickname, Calamity James, because he had a couple of off seasons. And they were saying, and the question was, what did he attribute it to? And
Video
then there
games.
was the real answer, which was video games. But then one of the answers that one of the writers had put in was he dyed his hair blue and it was playing on his mind. And I was like, that's outstanding comedy. That's so good because he's bald. He doesn't have any hair. That's hilarious. And then I went to school and told somebody the joke and they just didn't like it. So thanks. They Think It's All Over. Thanks so much. Okay, good. Two great picks. D, the penultimate member now of your party. I think you've still got a wild card left to play, if I do recall.
I do still have a wild card. I'm holding off on my wild card
Okay.
because I'm torn between two. I'll level with you. But and I'm also kind of torn between three options for this next one because kind of an underrated class within D&D is the fighter.
Ah, now Ranger.
And I have, yes, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now, yeah, it would have made sense if I picked him for Ranger, but I picked him for fighter now. Steak, pick a number, 1, 2, or 3.
3.
Brilliant. Eric Cantona is my fighter. Man United and Leeds, obviously, but that man, he might be good at football, but he can kick. And let's face it as well, five-a-side, inevitably some sort of scrap will start. So it's good to have Eric fighting people and then Jimmy just trying to calm everyone down. And then Virgil and Rodri just standing at the back, just watching us, just hang out. So that's, I've gone, yeah, Eric Cantona.
His fight against Blobby is going to be fantastic.
That's the man to deal with him.
Yeah.
'Cause he
Zlatan
won't put
goes
up
for the
with it.
first kick, then Cantona comes in with his one, and then Blobby's just piling on top of the resulting aftermath. Perfect. Can't wait for these games.
A bit like in The Boys, where they all beat up Stormfronts, just one after the other, but it's Eric Cantona and Zlatan Ibrahimovic just stamping on Mr. Blobby. Blobby, Blobby, Blobby. Then Noel goes to visit him in the hospital and he's just got one eye. And, harrowing. Gross. There it is. I've got to pick a player now. And based on Steaky's midfield, I had a choice of 2 remaining centre-backs after Van der Ven and Virgil had gone. It's got to be a current Premier League player because of my wild card. It has to be a current Premier League player. And I've got 2 attackers. I've got a midfielder, so I really, really do need a defender. I could go for somebody, one of the new era of fantastic world-class defenders. Like I go for like William Saliba. I could go for somebody like Gabriel, who's just turned up and made defending the Premier League look really, really easy over the last 3 or 4 years. I could go for some of these great names. I'm going to go for, I think, the best remaining pick out of current Premier League players, current defenders. I'm going Dan Burn because he's massive, and I think he would also help everybody batter Mr. Blobby. I think Dan Burn thinks Mr. Blobby is real. So I think he doesn't realise it's a man in a costume. I think he thinks Mr. Blobby exists. And if he saw him, straight in there, 2-footed, murder. Horrible yellow polka dots all over the shop. And he'd take the bow tie as like a souvenir, hold it aloft, covered in blood. This has really taken a turn, hasn't it?
Yeah.
How can we kill Blobby?
Should have him for my team if he's killing stuff. We could use him in the D&D party.
Yeah, enough of this five-a-side nonsense. Let's figure out how to eliminate Blobby once and for all. Before we do that, though, I think, Jeb, you should probably pick your 4th and then final player. Is that where we are now?
Yeah, so Dan Burn is the next best centre-back you could think of. just to confirm on this.
Out of all of them.
Any of
Literally
the
all of
Arsenal centre-backs. Or
No, don't want any Arsenal
named
centre-backs.
2
No.
that are better than him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I did. I named 2. I named 2 more, but I want Dan Burn because he's massive. And everybody else is massive. Right. And I think it would look especially funny when they line up for the team photo and N'Golo Kante is like in the middle of them. I think that's the aesthetic that I'm going for.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Dan Burn definitely wasn't on one of my potential picks. He was a backup, but I'm going to pick the next player. Okay, I'm going to go for a wild card pick. I want some steel. I want some aggression. I want somebody who will root out any potential rats. I want somebody who just basically will just be horrible, like really, really horrible, really, really nasty. Stephen Graham. I'm bringing Stephen Graham in. I've been watching 1,000 Blows recently, and it's really good. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a boxing, like East End bare knuckle boxing thing set in the Victorian era. Really, really good. Actually based on a true story. But yeah, been watching that, and it was just like, when I was watching it, I was like, right, Stephen, I'm going to base it, see where we are. So Stephen Graham's going to be there. He's going to be the goalkeeper as well, but he's definitely going to be a flying goalkeeper. and just get involved and protect everyone else. So that's where that one's going. And then I wanted Dan Burn, but I'm going to go back to my original choice. I'm going to have Tariq Lamptey because I want some pace, and he's really, really, really fast. But he's moved to Fiorentina in September, but I'm just going to ignore that fact now because I was going to have Dan Burn because it was an aesthetic thing. Because Stephen Graham is 5'5".
Yeah.
Alan Wright was 5'4". Jose Dominguez was 5'3", and Michael Obafemi is 5'5". So it's just going to be five tiny little players, which is really annoying to play against on a five-a-side pitch. And then, if I couldn't have Tariq Lamptey, I was going to have Dan Burn, so he'd just be in the middle of them. So that's how it was going to be. But no, you had to ruin it, didn't you, Rich?
Yes.
Go on, pick your last player. Yeah, go on.
I will.
To be fair, when you said you were going for someone to get rid of the rats, I thought you were going to go for the little chef from Ratatouille.
No.
He would have fit in with your aesthetic of short guys, to be fair.
He'd bring more of them in. Have you not seen the end of that film, Steaky? He employs loads of them. They run a restaurant.
No, it's far too scary for me. I've never finished it.
It's got Mr. Blobby in it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, imagine. Just pops up. Not safe. Anyway.
And also, Stephen Graham has played Billy Bremner in a football film, so he has got football pedigree. And he has led
And
team.
which club did he play for in that film?
He played for Leeds, which doesn't matter.
You haven't got any other Leeds players in your team? There you go. It works out absolutely fine. See, you're allowed that. You can send us footage of that, and we'd say, yep, it's absolutely fine. David James and Noel's house party, different story altogether. I need to finish off my team then, don't I? I've got one player left to pick, and it's my wild card, and it's my goalkeeper. I feel like I saved the wild card for goalkeeping positions. I Danny DeVito the first time. I can't remember who I went for as my wild card in the second one of these, but wild card number 3, and I'm going to say, arguably, my best wild card yet, because I've based it not on something that I think would be a bit silly, as has previously been my want. I've based it on reality, and there's a clue to who my wild card goalkeeper is going to be. For the audio listeners, if you go onto YouTube now, it's based on my attire, because my wild card goalkeeper is going to be Football Manager content creator extraordinaire, Proudy, because of how phenomenally good he was in the FM content creator versus Slough fans game over the summer. He was incredible in goal, absolutely incredible. As is my understanding, he's never made a Premier League appearance, so I'm pretty sure that he's safe. But wasn't Proudy phenomenal in goal? Wasn't he arguably
really
man
was.
of the match for me? Absolutely superb. And
Did he get lobbed?
Yeah, can't get lobbed in five-a-side, Jeb.
You can. You can. You really can. You can. Yeah.
Not if you stay on your goal line, Jeb. Not if you stay on your goal line, which is what
No,
I'll tell
even
them
that
to
happens
do.
as well. Happened to our team when we got to a cup final when I was 18. Still gets brought up every single time. You got lobbed in a five-a-side net. That's why we lost.
In fairness,
Not
it
me.
did happen. It happened in the pub league that I used to play in. Yeah, our goalkeeper got lobbed in five-a-side. And as with your team, Jeb, it was the lad that scored it. It was one of the smallest people I've ever seen. I should have known he was a threat because he was wearing massive grey joggers, and I was like, you don't do that in five-a-side unless you're phenomenally good or you've never played before, and it was definitely the first. So, regardless, lobbed or not, I'm sticking Proudy in net because he was fantastic, and I think that's a sensible wildcard choice. Look at me go! I've changed.
It's
Grown as
incredibly
a human
sensible.
being.
He
D,
was actually,
finish.
I did have him down as a wild card pick for me as well. In a previous draft of this.
Did you actually know Mr. Blobby was played by Proudy? He's the one in the suit.
What?
He's wearing a suit. What?
That's not his skin, isn't it? He's not real.
That's Mr. Blobby is
feels
flesh.
real.
Oh no, I've turned his damn.
He's behind you.
That's flat, Eric. That's another thing from the 90s. That's a different thing.
There we are. For my final pick, obviously I'm picking wildcard as well, and I've made it very clear that I'm doing this sort of D&D based, and it might make it a little bit obvious what I'm picking for my final player who's going to be in goal. I want to take you all back to 2001, where the start of one of the finest movie trilogies ever came out. I am, of course, talking about Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, which basically
I thought you meant Triple
inspired...
X.
I thought he meant Shrek.
all very good trilogies, basically almost like one of the founding reasons that D&D exists, that we got Lord of the Rings inspired, that particular game. And obviously there are many characters in that I could easily choose to have as my goalkeeper. On a tangent, in 2001 as well, a comedy sport film called Mean Machine came out. And Jason Statham in that film played a character called Monk, and Monk is a D&D class, so I'm picking Monk from Mean Machine.
At least you went down that tangent and you didn't go down Green Street with Elijah Wood in. That was fine. So yeah.
True. But yes, I've got Jason Statham in goal. Well, Monk, who is also a bit of a fighter, but he's a monk.
Okay.
Because Monk is also a class in D&D.
Because Monk is a class in D&D, isn't it?
That's how this whole team came about, because of literally that one joke.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Who you got, Steaky?
Bring us home strong, pal.
Well, I've already used up my wild card, so I can't finish on a high like some of you guys. But what I can do is remember where we are. And we are currently running the Football Manager Therapy podcast. So I thought I would bring this one back to Football Manager, because we've mentioned it once in this whole podcast about Football Manager, which, it kind of fits the theme. So I have gone for a player who was one of my favourite signings on Football Manager 24 and one of the key players in my save. You get those players on Football Manager where you get the game straight away, and the first thing you do is you sign a couple of players, and then one of them turns out to be an absolutely unbelievable wonder kid. And you think, oh my God, I've discovered him. I'm the guy who's discovered this guy. And then you look on the forums and you see he's like number 3 in most cheap wonder kids on FM24. And you're like, oh, I thought he was mine. Oh no, everybody's got him. So I've gone for a player who plays for Bournemouth currently. And he has the wonderful name of Eli Junior Eric Antoli Rainer Krupi, or Junior Krupi, as most people know him by. Playing a little bit of second fiddle to Semenyo as far as headlines go this season, but Krupi has done some unbelievable things for Bournemouth this season. He scored some very nice goals. And for me in my save, I signed him in League One from Lorient on loan, and he played okay. But I had a mandatory purchase clause in it for £1.1 million. Really good deal at the time. And he followed me all the way through the leagues, and he ended up playing for me for 18 seasons from 2024 to 2042 in game. He made 675 appearances, 426 of those in the league, scored 165 goals and got 144 assists and won 42 trophies with me. So I love this guy, and I obviously discovered him, and definitely not the scouts at Bournemouth or the scouts at Lorient. It was all me. So I'm going with Eli Junior Krupi as my final pick.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like that a lot. See, it's important that you take ownership of players that you've discovered on Football Manager.
He's got more goals this season than Lamine Yamal as well.
There you go.
And he's 18 still, so
Yeah.
he's a big teenager.
What a beast. And obviously, because he played for Lorient and then signed for a South Coast club, he played for Lorient and then he signed for Portsmouth. This time he signed for Bournemouth. Bournemouth are now going to go on and win 12 Premier Leagues. It's going to happen in the next 18 years. Watch this space. Watch this space. I do have a little confession, though. Little stipulation with the rules on this one.
Okay.
So, the wording that you put in the chat was, if you put Scott Sinclair in, that eliminates every club he played for in the PL.
Yes.
David James played for Bournemouth. He did not play for them in the Premier League. Can I still have Krupi?
Yes.
Yay! I was just going to swap him out for Shaka Hislop if you said no, so that's fine.
What, Krupi?
No.
Just what Jimmy Krupi to Shaka Hislop's a bold choice.
David James could play outfield. You'd be fine with that.
You can.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Yeah, he'd be absolutely golden. Yep.
No.
No, I've taken the time to consider the proposal you've put forward to me, and as David James didn't make a Premier League appearance for Bournemouth, I'm going to allow Junior Krupi because you put your argument across so eloquently, Steaky. I'm going to allow it.
I appreciate it.
There we go. Well, those are our teams. Let's just one by one. Just a quick final roundup of your squad of 5, starting with you, Jeb. Run us through them. The massive lads that you've picked.
Stephen Graham in net. Tarek Lamptey and Alan Wright at the back. Big, tall and imposing. Jose Dominguez in midfield. And Michael Obafemi up front.
Lovely stuff.
All
I've got
under 5'5".
all under 5'5". I've got Proudy from Twitch in net. I've got Dan Byrne because he's massive. N'Golo Kante, Erling Haaland, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who's going to roll the ball up onto his massive nose like a seal, Jeb, and just walk through your team. Not even going to touch the ball.
You're not
D.
allowed in 5-a-side, not allowed it above head height. So, and it's our team's head height.
One of my players is just ahead. D, your party, your D&D themed 5-a-side team.
We have Jason Statham playing the role of Monk in goal. We have our Barbarian, Virgil van Dijk, in defence. Our Ranger, Rodri, in the middle,
Ranger.
with our Rogue, Jimmy Bullard, and up front, our Fighter,
Now Ranger.
Eric Cantona. I didn't pick Niall Ranger.
It's really weird that you picked Nile Ranger so many times.
And if I
Steaky,
could also add, could I have an honorary manager and have Roy Hodgson as a druid who wild shapes it into an owl?
Only if you do the impression.
All right then, go and play football, boys. Steaky, who's your team?
Oh, I love it when you do that impression. Goalkeeper David James. In defence, we have Mickey van der Ven for his pace. In central midfield for his battery, we have Mr. Blobby. Attacking midfield, we've got Junior Krupi, and then up front on his own is Thierry Henry.
hurrah. Lovely stuff. Those are the teams. There will be a vote on the Football Manager Therapy podcast Twitter, which is linked in the link
Did
tree
you
at the bottom
say
of this
your
episode.
team?
I did say my team.
Did it? Yeah.
Yeah, and then you tried to make rules about head height. And
Oh yeah. That's it. Do
you remember?
You did, yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, from before. There'll be a tweet pinned on the FMT Twitter with a poll which we're going to run until just before we record this next week's episode, and you, the audience, are going to pick who's won. Pick the best five-a-side team. Whoever wins, there is no prize. The real prize is friendship and the time we've spent together this evening. And also, whoever wins will go on about it for ages when we record next week as well. Lovely stuff. Steaky. Hello, darling.
Hello.
In honour of you returning, I have put together just a quick little game just to end the podcast with, just for funsies.
Yay.
Because we've been doing little games at the end of podcasts recently. We're doing little trivia-y, fun, guessy games. And I thought, in honour of you returning, I thought I've got one just for you, Steaky. I've got one just for you.
Just
if you want
for
to
me.
if you want to ask your friends Jeb and Dee to help you out with this, you are more than welcome to. You are more than welcome to.
Please.
Can we
You
each
have
be
got-
a lifeline for him?
Like, who wants to be a
Yes.
millionaire? Hell yes.
Yeah, very, very. But you have to phone them,
Okay.
and then they don't answer, and it gets really, really awkward. Steakty Bakety, I would like you to name for me, please, the 5 top goal scorers for Portsmouth in the Premier League era.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
since
Most of the
it's got-
players that I would consider goal scorers were only there for a year. So, like Defoe, for example, who I'm not going to say because he was only there for a year. Oh, God. Yeah, guys, I'm going to need your help with these. Right.
I'll give you 3. I'll give you 3 lives.
3 lives. Okay. Let's start with. Oh, you know what? I don't think there's that many goals scored. We're only there for 7 years, and most of our players either had 1 good season or 2, and then left, or we got relegated, or we had to get rid of them because their wages were too high. So let's go with Benjani Mawarawari as the first choice, because he scored
Benjani.
16 in one season. So that's probably quite high.
16 in one season, and then 3 either side of it. Yes, Benjiani is in at number 3 with 19 goals.
Okay, there's the line then.
There's your level. Steaky,
Okay.
just for a bit of context, just to give you all the available information, do with it as you choose. There technically are 6 because number 5, there's a joint 5th.
Okay. I'll hold off on the lives once again because I think Yakubu Ayekbene also scored a few goals, perhaps one less than Benjani, maybe.
Yakubu voted for by the people as the quintessential Barclaysman.
What a lad.
Is Portsmouth's all-time top goal scorer in the Premier League, Steaky. 28 goals. Feed the yak and he will score.
Yes, he will. Oh, he scored in the first ever game I ever went to. It was his debut. We were against Grimsby in the Championship. Little nugget of information for you. We won 3-0. Let's go. The other guys who scored in that game was Nigel Quasi. I don't think he's going to be on the list. He only skies the ball, so not him. Let's go for someone who's going to do lots of flips. Oh no, he was injured all the time. I was going to say Lamana Lawalawa, but I feel like he might have been injured too regularly. But we only have to beat 16. What was it? 19 goals, 20 goals. Benjani.
Benjiani was on 19.
19. Lawalawa scored more than that. Lamana Lawalawa.
I'll give you half a point, Steaky, because you are right. He is in the top 5, but he didn't score more than Benjiani.
Oh.
Yeah, it's no half point. You just got the answer right, didn't you? Both on 19 goals.
Right.
But
Okay,
he did it
now's
in-
where it gets more difficult. Oh, he did it in less games, did he?
Actually, technically, technically, if we're doing a top 5, you've got the top 3, and Luar and Benjiani were both on 19. So,
Good. So
It's
he's
just
second.
maths live on the podcast.
I know, and I didn't even have to take my shoes off to use extra appendages for counting.
Next guy. I think Crouch got more than Defoe. He was with us twice, but the first time it was with us in the Championship, so only his Premier League goals. I think it was just 1 year. It might have been 2 years. Let's go for it. Mr. Tall himself, gangly boy, Peter Crouch.
2 meter Peter. You've lost your first life, Steaky.
No!
You've lost your first life, 8th on the list. 1 season in the Premier League for you. 38 appearances, 10 goals.
10. Thought it was about 12. Right, going to use the lifelines then. Who has an answer in their head right now?
The only name that's going through my mind is Defoe, and you just said you think Peter Crouch scored more goals than Defoe, so...
I feel like they're very similar because they're only there for 1 season.
Who was the central midfielder you had? Was he Czech? Is it Patrick Berger?
Berger. Ooh.
I don't know how prolific he was, but I remember seeing some goals from him.
Again, he scored one of the best goals I've ever seen.
Just to do that.
Oh, speaking of people that have scored goals.
That kind of helps, doesn't it? Yeah.
It does, yeah. That's yeah.
Would Kanu
Steaky
not be on the
grasping the
list?
concept of the round.
Yes, well done.
Would Kanu not be on the list? I don't know
Kanu's
how
a
long
good shout.
Kanu was there for.
He was there for quite a while.
You ruined my segue. My segue there, D. Unbelievable.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I can live with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the football manager challenge that we're doing to do with King Kazu? You take that Z, turn it sideways. What do you get? Kanu. There you go.
I'll go with Carney then. It'd be weird if I didn't.
4th on the list. Congratulations, Steaky.
Well done, guys. Thank you.
And Dee and Jeb, because you all got there together. So you've got technically the top 4, but Lawalawa and Benjiani are tied. technically 2 players left to get.
So,
Joint 5th.
you made me think of wonder goals. And then I was thinking of players that were there for slightly longer than some of the strikers that have only scored a couple of goals. And I was thinking maybe Matty Taylor scored enough to just get onto this list in his 4 or 5 years at Pompey. So, in the knowledge that I've got a couple of lives spare and some lifeline, or a lifeline, Matty Taylor?
Bingo. Matty Taylor is on the list. I assume by merit of having been there for so very long in the Premier League. 144 appearances, 16 goals. Because it's Matty Taylor, I'm imagining each better than the last.
Yeah. Some of those counted for 2 because they were just so far out.
Because they were just from so far away. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
I love Matty
One left
Taylor.
to
What
get.
a guy. Terrible
boy.
manager, though. Sorry, Matty. But you're not a very good football manager. One more to get.
You're the top 5.
Yeah.
Technically,
so
yes, but Matty Taylor is tied with somebody.
Is it Thierry Henry?
That's another life gone. It's not Thierry Henry.
No, my lives. I weirdly think this guy, despite only scoring 1 goal for England in his 1 appearance, which makes him amazing, right? David Nugent. I feel like he scored a few.
Super David Nugent. Goodness gracious me.
I feel like he's 7th.
Super David Nugent does not make it into the top 25.
Okay, fair enough. he
He
must
was
have
a
scored in the
famous
championship.
yeah.
Yeah.
Scored
Yeah,
loads.
championship
Yeah.
icon. But,
So-
Jordan Rhodes-esque, shall we say.
Yes.
1 guess left, 1 life to go.
1 guess left. Any
Well,
ideas,
what?
lads? Or was Thierry Henry a serious guess and I've lost my lifeline for Thierry Henry?
No, we won't count
Did
on Rick.
Montari get any?
I feel like Montari scored a couple, but not
Yeah.
loads.
Who
and
did
he
you
was
have out
quite
wide?
quickly. So my initial thought was Cranchar, maybe, for a few free kicks and
Yeah.
stuff. Out wide, we often played with wing backs. That's the only thing. I don't think we were particularly good from corners. Herman Haridason was there for a while. Maybe he somehow got 13 goals or something. I'm going to kick myself because it'll be someone really obvious. Todorov, all of his goals were in the championship before he got promoted. What a player, by the way. I think I'm just going to have to throw Cranchar out there in the hope that he got enough. Because it's not going to be like a Runa Dindan, is it?
Cranchar. Well, this is the thing. I mean, look, I understand your thought process for Nico Cranchar because very much from the Matty Taylor school of thought. Cranchar was there for 3, maybe 4 seasons. So
It was a good percentage, more than half of our time in the Premier League. So
he was there for a fair old while, wasn't he? So I completely understand your thought process there, Steaky.
I'm wrong.
He is unfortunately number 9 on the list.
Okay. Put me out of my misery, Rich. Who was it? Who have I forgotten?
Are you ready to violently kick yourself, Steaky?
Yes.
You know the very first name you said when he went,
Yeah, I
it's
was
going to be
about
somebody
to
like
say,
Jermaine
he's not
Defoe,
said it.
but it's not going to be him during there for 1 season.
I could have sworn Crouch got 1 more goal than
It was
he
in
did.
fact Jermaine Defoe. Yeah, he tied with Matty Taylor. A 16-goal season from
Wow.
Jermaine. There
Fair
you
play,
go.
Jermaine. That's better than I thought you did.
Yeah, absolutely. It was
Fair
great.
play.
It was a really, really fun Portsmouth team that season that Defoe was there. It was really, really... It felt like a very, very football manager
Yeah.
team. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of players that you've recognised, a couple of younger players, like your established Premier League play. Lovely
Yeah.
stuff.
Really good one to choose on the 08 retro database if you go back to FM24 because, yeah, what a team. What a team that was. I love every player in that team. FA Cup winning team.
Absolutely.
Rich,
Yeah, 'cause
Rich, he keeps talking about Football Manager.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
it's all right. Well, sorry, because next week, lads, if he's not played it, we're just going to make up a bunch of lies about things that are in the game and just see if he agrees with them. Like when Andy goes away on a 3-month boat trip on The Office and they start talking about the fire in the warehouse, that kind of thing.
Two truths, one lie. Steak Bake FM edition.
Yeah. I've played Football Manager. I've not played Football Manager. I really haven't played any Football Manager. Lovely stuff, Steak. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Thank you for humouring me there, Steak. You thought it'd be a nice little thing to chuck in at the end there, because we've missed you terribly, and I do like hosting a little quiz every now and then. Lads, that was really, really good fun. Thank you all very much for humouring me this evening and doing some more Ledley Kings League. That feels very much to me like a podcast. But a very complete podcast, because everybody was here, and wasn't it lovely? So pleasant to have everybody back together again. Before we make a move, Steakity Bakety, if people want to find you online, where can they do so?
Probably on Mondays on one of you guys' channels for a bit, because although the network save isn't back, we are playing some silly games over the next few Mondays, starting with tomorrow, but this podcast comes out after that, so starting with yesterday. Always helpful. Yeah, on one of you guys' channels, but if you did want to drop me a follow, _steak_bake on Twitch, and who knows, maybe at some point in 2026, I'll click a go live button. Who knows?
Go on, do it. Do it. Press it.
Look at the setup. Of course I'm going to. Look at the
If
setup.
you don't do it, Mr. Blobby will get you. Jeb, where can people find you on the internet doing those lovely, lovely things that you do? You were playing spooky games last night, weren't you? Were you playing Alien Isolation?
I'm trying to finish Alien Isolation. It's taken a year, so I'm just going to carry on. But yeah, I'll go through that. Twitch.tv/Jebaroo. I won't be playing any games tomorrow because I get to go to Anfield tomorrow to pay a lot of money to go watch the second team play Barnsley. Can't wait.
Hooray.
Yeah, can't wait. But yes. Yeah.
Lovely.
Well, that's it really. Oh, we watched Dream Team. We talked about it last week very briefly, and we just watched it. Watched 5 episodes of it. We've had 1 death. We saw 2 games in 5 episodes.
We've seen
and they're on an aggregate of 3-1 down. So yeah, we've seen 1 death and 2 affairs already. So yeah, it's going well.
And not enough
six
potatoes.
Yeah, 6 potatoes on a roast dinner. All cooked at the same time, same temperature. Yeah, all fine.
And they look raw.
Shambles
they
of
look
a roast.
raw in that screenshot I got sent. I'm
Yeah,
furious
exactly.
about
There was
it.
no parboiling going on before then.
No parboiling. No hint of salt, pepper, maybe a bit of flour, a bit of rosemary in there.
No.
Disgusting.
What was
Absolutely
Des
disgusting. Filth. Absolute filth. Dee, you've been a busy boy on the internet recently, and rumour has it you've got another song coming out this week.
Certainly do. This coming Friday, B is out. I did post a video over my TikTok, which is D-Boy Plays, where I want people to put guesses for the song title. So if you do have a TikTok account or an Instagram account, you can do it over on there as well. Put guesses for the title in there. But if you want to watch me online, it's twitch.tv/D-Boy Plays. It's D-Boy Plays on everything. So do the things, please.
Do all of them. Listen to Dee's
Listen to
music.
Avalanche.
Listen to Avalanche. And listen to...
Itching.
Bavalanche.
Second person to make the 94th person to make the Bavalanche joke, but
Good.
the first person to say it out loud. So well done.
Very welcome. Bavalanche. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. Good. Good.
What about you, Rich? What do people want to look at your face?
God. I forgot what I was doing then. Yeah, twitch.tv/Rich Owens FM. Back tomorrow playing some Peak with these guys. Bugle Squad Assemble. That's the one. As we all get fired out of a cannon into the wind. Yes. Steak, you've played it before, haven't you?
I have. I have peaked before.
Have you got past the second level or the second mountain?
Yeah,
He's just said
made
he's
it
peaked.
to the peak.
Yeah,
You've peaked. You've done it.
Yes, I have. Only the once though, and it was way back when it was probably easier and didn't have more things to kill you. So it was right at the start. I'm excited to do
we
it
need
again.
that sort of experience there to help us.
This is what we need. This is what we need.
Drill sergeant at your service.
Yes, please. Good. Lovely stuff.
You'll be playing teacher, trying to tell us how to do everything, and me and Rich will be the naughty kids at the back of the class playing our bugles.
Excellent. Excellent. I look forward to it.
Good. That horrible root that screams when you touch it. That's the good stuff. More of that in games. Lads, thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. It's been lovely, Steaky. It's been a joy to have you back. We've missed you terribly, and it's lovely to see your face and hear your voice again. Dee and Jeb, a pleasure as always. Thank you all. And thank you, the audience, for however you are consuming this podcast, whether you are watching, whether you are listening, whether you're on YouTube. And if you are on YouTube, have you pressed subscribe? Have you liked the video? Have you commented on the video? Have you done all three of if you do all three of those things, your life gets exponentially better. I don't know how, but somehow it will. Thank you, fellas. Thank you. It won't.
Sorry, Dee was doing some erectile dysfunction things there. I don't know why.
I was implying that if you liked, commented, and subscribed, your penis would get bigger.
Well, I've done it every week since we've been on YouTube, and mine is adequate. Thank you.
Mime for the audio listeners.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all the audio listeners we were.
No, all he could hear was
Oh,
just noise grimes. Yes.
Nice wet mouth. Good.
Rich, sign us off quick.
Please.
Oh, thanks everyone. See you in the next episode of Football Manager Therapy. Until then, take care. Love you lot.
Listen, Jeb, take care, mate.
Cheers, Carlton.
Oh, lovely.
Hey everybody, it's me, Cuppy. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I tried for a little while. Hey, you know Cupburger. It's a mutual aid fund created by us for us to take care of our needs. Folks have been applying for grants, getting paid out. Folks have been donating, giving us money every month. We're so grateful. This has been really cool work, and we've met a lot of need already. However, there are some projects that we've been wanting to address that are above our monthly cap allowance. So we've created special projects, and we're launching special projects. If you have a need that is more than our monthly allowance, get in touch. Admins will get in touch with you. We can help you set up a GoFundMe, and Cupburger will be paying out up to 50%. So these are just burgers that look like, anyway, don't get distracted. Up to 50% of our income every month will be paid out to special projects who we have partnered with until those projects' needs are met. Meaning, you may see new chat commands in chat that tell you to go direct to a GoFundMe if you want to give someone money. That's because they're a Cupburger partner, and Cupburger is working with them to fulfill their crowdsourcing needs. Special projects, now a part of Cupburger. Give money. Apply. Cupburger. Have a great day. Bye.
Hello there, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Football Manager Therapy. My name is Richo. Now I fucked up the intro. Oh, gross. Oh, no.
he's done it 100 times.
We're
He can't do
back.
it again.
130.